Menu narration option is set to off.
It's week 8 of the National Football League, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bears and the Cowboys, and it's coming up next.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. The numbers for him from a week ago, 13 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingency.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got him in, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Smith now to throw.
Completion here to Claypool. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up room.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Geno now to throw.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. This defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The Cowboys at 3-4 on the year coming into play. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A handoff left. Elliott shoves him away. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott. And he fires one incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll buy some time right.
He'll get this to Elliott.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Prescott now.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To the air again, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 23. No score after one on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Second and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on third down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys. A great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
On first down, it's Smith.
Claypool with another catch.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
A handoff for Herbert.
Room here to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Throwing now is Geno.
Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Smith on first down.
Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now Geno. Escaping the pressure right.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage isn't working.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw.
Throws the out route and finds Claypool. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern.
First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Prescott. That is caught by Anderson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott yet again. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Prescott.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Prescott on 3rd and goal.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. Clock running as he's brought down, but now you can't spike it. It's 4th down.
So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal, 3-0.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, Prescott. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. Caught here by Griffin.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing again is Smith. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Here's a give to Herbert. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys Smith. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. David Montgomery, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And the final act was the David Montgomery touchdown reception.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Rolling to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down. Back to throw, Smith. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
That's complete to Mooney.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Here's Smith. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. First down, here's the run to Montgomery.
He'll get this down to the 38.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Touchdown, Chicago! Byron Pringle, 38 yards.
And the Bears are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
Santos with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Prescott's throw is caught here by Anderson. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Robbie Anderson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And exactly how fast was he going? According to Next Gen Stats, 21.7 miles per hour. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line is really hunkered down and established itself.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. On 1st and 10, Smith. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. To throw is Smith. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Dak and the Cowboys down 17-14. A little under a minute 50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here's Dak.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
This is Anderson.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Prescott.
And this one is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Prescott.
And that's caught inside the 35. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Getting the ball to Anderson here on the out route.
And out of bounds right around the 20.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Prescott.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now Smith.
He's got Claypool.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Smith now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42.
A fun, close